and gentlemen, my name is Ruffle Rowlet, and if you're watching this as a video, well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to this brand new video, guys. Today, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at this 10 minutes of brand new gameplay for Pokemon Sword and Shield, as well as also taking a look at all the posts from PokeExperto, going through all this info that we have yet to see. So, first of all, the 10 minutes of gameplay, I thought that'd be fun to go through first, look into it, see what it's all about. This was posted by VG247 or 247, VG247.com, so make sure to check out the video on your own. It's about 9 minutes and 42 seconds. If you want to watch it on your own without me here blocking your view, make sure to watch it on your own, guys. Definitely worthwhile and all that stuff. Either way, let's get into the actual content here, shall we? So we're going to unmute and listen to a little bit about it, so let's see.
The first 90 minutes, the first hour and a half of the game from the very start of the game. And while I can't talk about everything that I saw, I've got a little bit of new footage for you here of the game in action. And I've got some things I want to say about what I experienced in those first 90 minutes. So let's run.
Alright, so first of all, in the first few minutes here, I'm already loving the, just the background battles, the background looking battles in this shit. I'm gonna be honest, okay? And also, by the way, those who are watching this as a video, I am also streaming this right now. So there's about 339 people watching this as a stream. But I want to just point out, I'm loving, genuinely loving the background battle. Just the general view, it looks great.
They're definitely the most ambitious games than the Pokemon series so far. The developers have said they wanted the entire theme of the game to be a quest to become the biggest and most powerful, and that's basically reflected in much of the design of Sword and Shield. So that theme of being big and powerful is present in the quest where you're going to be topping all the gyms and become champion, which of course is tradition, but it's also in the Dynamax feature, which makes Pokemon huge. And it's also really just in the design of the game, in the style of the world that it's set. However, at the same time, Sword and Shield are also really dedicated to certain traditions of the Pokemon series in a way that...
So right there, we actually got to see a view of, Roly-Poly using, I think, Takedown? I think that was Takedown being used right there. Which, I think that was that, right? Takedown. So yeah, Takedown looked fine. We got Gossiflower's Cotton Down was used there in that opportunity. I mean, rather it was popped off there, the ability. I was going to close down a few things in the background to make sure it doesn't interrupt. And here's something I think is really cool, right? You can see the character right here is another player running around in the open world, which genuinely, in my opinion, looks amazing. The fact that we're going to be able to play together, run around in the actual open world, up to 4 players, I think, right? And just walk around in this area together. It just, to me, it honestly feels like the coolest thing ever. It's going to be the best thing ever they could possibly have done. So it makes me really excited, honestly. Then here we get to get a better view of the area where you run through in the first city. We actually know the city name already. I'm not sure the exact name, though. I think Cerebi should have some information about that already listed on their webpage if you want to go into it, individually and look into all the aspects of it. But it goes through a few things. There's also, a few other pieces of information that have been, included. Some new Pokemon that we haven't seen before have been confirmed. But right here, though, we get to see, a few random kids with their, I guess, mother next to a container. I'm not sure what they're looking at it for, but we can also see a Lapras, some sort of moving company, seemingly.
It isn't afraid now to take a break from the gameplay for more proper traditional style cutscenes. So on the opening of the game, you have a character gesturing, and he's in a big...
Oh, yeah, and thank you, guys. Motostoke. So Motostoke is the name of the city. Which I couldn't remember that name because it's brand new to me. I never could have imagined that would be the name. But Motostoke, I mean, I guess it's Stoke, Stoke itself, Motostoke. I can see that, yeah, I can kind of see that. And Moto as in motorized or something like that, maybe. I don't know, but right here as well, this building clearly to me looks like some sort of, I mean, I see almost like a potion-looking thing on it, sign, which kind of gives me the indication it's also here, the sign. Can't really see it here, but because of my whole camera thing. But you can see that there's some sort of maybe some sort of shopping center, kind of like a giant mart, right, where you can buy more things.
He's in a big stadium.
So yeah, and also, a piece of information you guys will like. So apparently, when you are choosing your starter, you'll see if it's shiny straight away. As soon as you, if you save right before you choose your starter, you'll instantly see if it's shiny when you, restart to, when you choose it. You'll instantly see it. It won't be the same thing as it was, I think, in Sun and Moon and Old Sun and Moon. You actually had to wait until you actually got the Pokemon and then checked in your party and saw if it was shiny, I think. I can't remember exactly because I never went for the shiny starter resets. But apparently now, and this is something I can't remember exactly who posted this, but I remember I got a tweet about this from a viewer, and it was confirmed. So apparently you'll be able to see your starter as shiny or not straight away. It would actually be instantly shown to you, which is great. Also, What's really cool about Sword and Shield here, another thing you guys will enjoy, which I'm going to put on the screen here real quick, which honestly, you guys will love this. Apparently, there is not going to be... apparently, you're going to be able to skip the catching tutorial. So you guys can see right here, Nintendo Everything confirmed this. The Pokemon Sword and Shield lets you skip the catching tutorial. And there's actually a little bit of a post right here, which you can go into real quick. So Pokemon has been around for a while, and many fans have been playing the series for a long time. Thankfully, seasoned veterans won't be forced into the experienced team catching tutorial this time around. Pokemon Sword and Shield starts off with choosing your starter. After this, you need to talk to your... Oh boy, jeez. Talk to your mother, who gives you some money and 5 Pokeballs. Venture out a bit, and you'll be able to encounter and catch Pokemon. So there is no need for... next up is meeting rival Hop, and well as his brother Leon, the Galar champion, and the person who teaches you how to catch Pokemon. However, if you've already caught your Pokemon, Leon will instead comment about how you've already captured some before, moving on to the next topic of conversation. So you don't need to do it if you already catch Pokemon through, like, you know, a little bit of exploring and stuff, which is great. That's awesome. That makes me happy because actual gameplay, you know, causes you to, like, skip it, right? Because if you already know how to catch Pokemon, what's the point of having to be, you know, thought how to do it again if you literally already caught some in the game, you know? Like, it makes no sense. So that's great. I appreciate that quite a lot, I'm going to be honest. Either way, let's continue.
Cheering in the stands and the camera angle cuts back and forth from those people. The camera moves around. Another really good example, actually, is when you first meet the starter Pokemon. Rather than just having them pop out of a Pokeball and stand there looking cute, you actually get this cool cutscene that's properly directed and charming and sort of introduces the personalities and even the skill sets to a degree of the Pokemon you'll be choosing from. And that's really, really cool and really, really interesting. The flip side is they didn't want to do voice acting because that was out of the Pokemon game tradition. So, for instance, even though you've got automatically advancing text boxes that sort of give a tempo to the way characters are speaking, and you've got lips flapping in a lip sync sort of way, there's no audio of their voices. And so it's that sort of, you see what I mean about you've got these cutscenes that are more advanced, more polished than ever before, but also this decision to not have voice to keep with tradition. And that sort of thing is really sort of common in Sword and Shield from what I've seen so far.
So fair enough. There is no voice acting, which we kind of expected. Also, here's the information that confirms, by the way, that there's going to be... So attention, all shiny hunters. Not only can you save immediately before choosing, you see if it's shiny right away. So here is, I guess, a little bit of explanation. I think it's from the video we're watching right now, so let's check it.
And there's people cheering in the stands and the camera angle cuts back and forth.
Mr. Raffle, hello, good sir.
Hello, good sir. Thank you to you very much to you, Cole, for the $20. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, dude. I would be reacting like crazy right now, but I'm also live streaming this and recording this at the same time. Again, thank you so much for the $20, dude. Thank you very much. Either way, back to the actual video format of this. So where was I? Bro, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cole. Like, seriously, thank you, man. Either way, where was I?
There's people cheering in the stands,
here we go.
And the camera angle cuts back and forth from those people. The camera moves around. Another really good example, actually, is when you first meet the star. And there's people...
So yeah, you'll be able to basically see it straight away, which is great. So... that's awesome for shiny hunting. That is awesome for shiny hunting. Like, it's just great. To me, that sounds great. Honestly, that sounds great to me, because I feel like that's going to make the shiny hunting process a lot more, you know, streamlined and fun for at least the starters. Either way, where was I? So, next thing, let's continue through this. Here's more gameplay. I think we can just pretty much...
huge steps forwards in some areas, in fact. But then
let's see, right here. So,
it's a far more detailed and beautiful and dynamic world. But once you slide into the battles, it functions and looks much the same as it always has. It's those same static-looking encounters with the canned move animations, even though they've cut Pokemon from this game. So the cutting of Pokemon, where they aren't including every single past creature in this game, it's apparently helped the team to make changes and upgrade some things, but not battles, weirdly. So there's that balance. I mean, it's...
So there is something interesting, right? There is a bit of a confirmation about a big worry that people had. Right, like they've clearly upgraded some like other aspects of Pokemon here, right? Like the outside aspects of Pokemon, but the one most important part that has not been fixed is somehow the battles, right? The battles are exactly the same, which is what he just mentioned, as you saw there. This man has played the game, so there's no like denying what he says here. It seems like battles remain the same, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, honestly. But it seems like they could have gone the extra mile there. You know, like they could have gone an extra mile there, you know, to add a little bit extra to it. But it is what it is. But well, let's continue, shall we? So let's see if there's anything else in here.
Pokemon. So in this opening preview, I kick off in a town, and you're in the Galar region, which of course is roughly based on the UK. You've got a rival character who's your best friend. His brother is actually the current reigning champion, a Pokemon trainer called Leon.
And
Leon, in a sense, represents what's different about
I think
Sword and Shield, because he
by scrolling through this,
star who appears in stadiums.
I can kind of tell that this is just about. Yeah, this is mostly all the content. Like we've pretty much seen most of this, like buying the stuff in the store, as well as let's see, this area. I've seen this as well. This little like mountainous area you can stand on. So let's see. I think that's all. I don't think there's really much else to add to this one. So yeah, pretty much seen everything we could see from this one. I think there is probably... Let's just check out Dan TDM's video, because apparently he shows Magnolia's lab. Stop skipping. I'm skipping because we've seen most of this other stuff in previously. So I'm going to pause this. Unfortunately, listen, I'm going to be pausing through this because that's kind of the point of like me going through this. Johnny, if you want to watch it on your own, dude, just search it up and watch it on your own. Either way. So here's the thing, Dan TDM has slightly different gameplay. Apparently he's gotten footage of the inside of, and also I highly recommend, please watch these on your own, okay? Watch these on your own if you want to get direct, like, you know, instantly see what it is, right? Just watch it on your own. I highly recommend that far more, because then you'll get the most perfect experience of, like, seeing it. Here we get to see... I guess the first city, Motostoke, is being shown again. Of course, he's showing like customization here, which is really cool. That, you know, the amount of like I was really excited when I saw his character here, because I only saw this as I was at the gym. I saw like how he'd given himself like blue colored hair and whatever, and like the outfit and stuff. Like, it looks great. The customization honestly looks fantastic. Like, I've got to be straight up about that. Like, it actually looks freaking awesome. Here as well, now then, what kind of look do you want today? And also a new character, you know, a new NPC, I guess. Not like any major NPC, but, you know, and hairdresser, I guess, you know, you could say, which is interesting. Here you can see a few, I guess, cuts that are included. Haircuts look great, though it seems like the variety is limited for dudes, at least. I think the female characters get a lot more options there. It's not next level, though, like customization memo, but it is cool, though. It is cool, for sure. It is great. I'm appreciating it. It's far better than the one of, like, Sun and Moon and, like, Ultra Sun and Moon and stuff, and way better than Let's Go. But, like, it still isn't at that level it could be. It still could go an extra, like, way, and, like, it could be, like, just, you know, mwah, like, perfect. But, you know, it's good. It's good. It's not bad. It's good. It's definitely good. And we've seen this already, so let's skip through a little bit. There's going to be a lot of skipping through this, because I just want to get through, like, as much of it as possible within this video, so this video doesn't end up being, like, a 20-30 minutes. If you're watching this as a stream, don't worry, we'll continue, like, we'll rewatch this stuff several times. But in terms of, you know, what we have in front of us right now, I want to kind of go through it, and, you know, as fast as possible. So here, what you see right here, I guess, this entrance is the place where, you know, you see, right. So this is okay, this is a hotel. This is the Badoo Hotel lobby, and this is where you meet Team Yell, I guess, which we saw, of course, you know, in the previous trailers where they showed that first. This is your starting home, which we've seen also the inside room of, if you guys haven't seen that. So let's see if anything else here. Right, we've seen this as well. As you run down, you run into a few Wooloos. That, like, chubby dude over there. Kind of reminds me of me. Either way, if I was older. Well, a little bit weird. Also, I don't wear, like, jeans. Either way, so, yeah. What else is there really see here? I think we've got Sobble right there, just being shown again. We've seen this as well. We've already, like, gone through the majority of this. I've already made videos on most of these things, to be frankly honest. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's, like, Magnolia's lab. Oh, also... Here, we have another battle. So here, Sobble's taking on Pancham, which it's seemingly defeating pretty straightforward. And unfortunately, it seems like everybody who played the game didn't get access to see the Star Revolutions. They ended their gameplay session right when they got to, you know, to that point. So, I don't know. But I've got to say, though, the UI for the bag looks amazing. I love the yellow color, mixing kind of with the orangish and the blackish. Like, it looks great. And also the fact that you have these, like, bars popping up, like, saying new and whatnot. Like, you know, like, the exclamation marks showing you they have new items in there. Very much like, I think, like, Sun and Moon also did, and Ultra Sun and Moon. Great. You know, just small things there, being there, always, like, appreciated. And this time around, of course, we won't be having seemingly as much hand-holding as we had last time around. It seems like they're really taking a more of a step-on approach towards, like, you know, benefiting the long-term players, right? It feels like they're definitely going that way. So here we have, I think right here, we have Magnolia's lab. So he's walking around it. You can get a little bit of a closer look up at the actual lab. As far as understood, when you approach the lab for the first time, when you go to it, you actually won't run into Magnolia, because she's apparently in the northwest or northeast part of Galar. So she's not actually even there. And there's also a Great Ball there. That's awesome. So you won't actually be able to talk to Magnolia. You can only really talk to, what is it called again? You can only talk to Sonia there. Apparently, Magnolia is not around, so you won't be able to even meet her initially that, like, early on, apparently. I mean, I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Maybe that's, like, maybe you still be able to meet her early on, but then it maybe changes over time, like, you know, and later on she won't be there. I'm not really sure, but, I'd highly recommend to watch, like, the Game Informer stuff and also rewatch all these videos on your own, because I'm mostly going through some of these things. Like, I'm skipping forward a lot here because this is just, like, the open world area being re-explored, and it's the same footage we've already seen a few times. What I want to really see is this right here, right after the giant, like, explosion, I guess, of Hoothoot. There's actually a interesting little look at the Pokemon camp, which I think is probably one of the most interesting parts that we can see here. So you can see the trainer in the distance. You can see the Pokemon walking around. I do love the animations and how interesting they are. You see there's also other players seemingly approaching, and they can join into your camp, and you can see other players in your camp, which honestly looks cool. Right here you can see the outfit. Like, this outfit is awesome, dude. This looks so cool. Like, the fact that you'll be able to customize, you know, your character to look like this or something like that. Bro, it's amazing, honestly. It is honestly amazing. So, I don't know what to say, man. You got Umbreon walking around. You got Espeon. You've got Sobble, Pikachu. Good morning. Your Bonita is elegant. Dan TDM. Oh, boy. So, yeah, we got, like, some pots cooking. A little bit of that spicy curry on rice, as they call it, you know, being cooked right here. And I guess you could cook it with your Pokemon. Wait, are they Pokemon? No, it's actually other people, I guess, that could join you, maybe. Because I see the other things flapping on the sides, but, you know, I guess maybe other people can join you. I'm not really sure. I think he explains it actually here, but, yeah, let's, just skip Areno forward. So yeah, I think that's all, guys. Yeah, so that was all really there. Then finally, since this video is kind of trying to go through as much as possible, I thought we'd read through all the information that PokeExperto has posted, because PokeExperto went through a lot of this, so I thought we'd go through all of it and see what it has to offer. So let's jump right into it, shall we, lads? So, first things first. Let's translate this. Alright, so some names of the Pokemon Sword and Shield. First town, Wedgehurst. Can save a game after choosing the initial Pokemon. Initial forest, Slumbering Weld. Yamper leaves. First city equals Motostoke. So here's the thing. Slumbering Weld, that's the forest right next to the starting town, aka Wedgehurst. So what is interesting with Slumbering Weld? Apparently, according to the description we got from Game Informer, you actually in this town will encounter some sort of weird Pokemon, like strange Pokemon. Also, brand new Pokemon will be in this forest, like totally brand new ones, and you'll also encounter about 7 new Pokemon in the first 90 minutes of gameplay. So that honestly feels like really cool to me. That's a lot of stuff to encounter early on. Like, genuinely, that sounds awesome. So I don't know about you guys, but that to me like sounds great. And on top of that, also the first city is going to be Motostoke, the really big one, so that's awesome. Also, Cammy, thanks so much, Cammy, the $5 here. What's up? Do you think that the fossils will be skipped again this gen as well? I actually don't know, man. Like, it's really just 50-50 up and down, you know, it's just no clue, man. But yeah, so what else do we have here, right? So that's the city. Let's see. Oh, right here. Okay, next thing. So, Pokemon in the wild area may have yellow glow. Egg movements, IVs to the fullest. So, okay, this is great. So, this is awesome. Here we have some really good info, guys. Here we have some really good info. Cammy, thank you so much again, mate. And I'm not really sure if they might skip it this gen as well, dude. But this is actually good, awesome information here, guys. So, Pokemon to have egg moves, right? Egg moves on them, and also good IVs or full IVs. They'll have this weird yellow glow. Like this is gonna be interesting, right? So I'm not sure how that. I'm curious about this, man. So Pokemon in the wild area may have a yellow glow, egg movements, and IVs to the fullest, which is awesome. That is a good way then to also hunt for them, and also I think that could maybe also imply that we might be able to find shinies this way. I think shinies could also work the same way, because you guys remember from Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, to increase the Pokemon's IVs, you had to catch the same Pokemon over and over again, and then eventually, you know, that would increase your chances of a Pokemon, you know, with better and better, you know, stats popping up, or not IVs, but EVs rather, or whatever. You know, the stats will actually increase as you keep going. So rough, only 2 stats will be full IV. Gotcha, mate. Either way, the point is, the point I'm trying to get to is, it feels like actual video, man. It feels like an actual video. Haha, something, mate. Thanks so much, Jeremiah. It is a video. That's exactly what we're doing. So, what I was saying though, this is, in my opinion, awesome. Again, good things. Nothing bad to say about this. Next thing, okay, so details of the wild area of Pokemon Sword and Shield. You can access the PC at any time, so you can actually access the PC while you're playing. There's also going to be characters like that are selling wild area like merchandise or like stuff in the wild area, like cooking utensils and stuff like that, like cooking recipe things that you need for like making curry, as well as other things in the wild area. So there will be actually merchants that you can talk to that will sell you these things. You can also, what else is there? Watt counter. So watt counter is going to be the current currency. So watts are going to be the currency they use to get camping items, and ingredients for the cooking. Jeez, man. So yeah, there we go. There's that. And also, thanks so much, Brandon Turner, for the tier 1 membership, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. What else is there? So here it is, next thing, guys. Types of Pokemon encounters in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Visible Pokemon. Pokemon hidden in the grass. Hidden Pokemon with a exclamation mark that you challenge if you want to, or pass them by. Beware in the wild area, since you may reach an area of Pokemon of too high level. Again, good info. Next thing here, which I think looks interesting. Let's see what it is. So your opponent challenges you shortly after choosing the initial Pokemon. He uses 2 Pokemon. Yes, that's another thing that we should remember. You can do soft reset before trying to get better IVs, nature, or shiny. So that's great. That's awesome. Again, makes me excited, mate. Makes me very excited because, again, shinies, you know, mwah, perfecto. Next thing, it is confirmed that you can whistle the Pokemon to attract them. The Nintendo Switch Pro Controller can be used. So you can use the Pro Controller, I guess, to do that as well. I'm not sure if you can do it with the Joy-Cons maybe as well. If you're playing with the Joy-Cons, that's what I'll be doing most likely. Or maybe, yeah, actually, they got Pro Controllers. I could probably plug them in. But yeah, so that's cool. Whistling, I guess, will, you know, make them come closer to you. I'm not sure if that's going to increase any sort of statistics or anything like that, but we'll see. Okay, next thing. Here we go. So, Dynamaxing. The phenomenon, Dynamaxing phenomenon, is activated in Pokemon Sword and Shield after seeing a shooting star. So, this will actually be activated right after you get your endorsement from Chairman Rose. Chairman Rose gives you a... an endorsement to join the Pokemon League in Galar, to actually, like, you know, go and battle the gyms and stuff. You get an endorsement from him, and then after you've gotten that, you then see a shooting star, which gives you the ability to Dynamax Pokemon, which is, again, pretty cool. Then here also is an image that I haven't actually taken a look at before, but here is the actual healing screen in Pokemon Centers. So you can see what it looks like. Actually looks really cool. I love it. Like I don't know, I just like the style of it. It looks really cool. So yeah, great looking stuff. Next thing, we have here the interiors of a few areas. So here are the interiors in Galar. So we have the the room of the main character. You can see on the wall there is 3 pictures here. I already mentioned this in my first video today. I mentioned in my video that specifically these 3 Pokemon could get Gigantamax forms. Charizard already has one, Machamp, I guess, and also Gengar. Jeez. Let's see. I think it could be high champ. Yeah, Machamp, Gengar, and Charizard. So Charizard already has a Gigantamax form. Machamp and also Gengar could get it as well. And also in this room, we see another thing right there. There's a little bit of a hint towards Diamond and Pearl right there. This little turtle thing. That thing, it also exists in Diamond and Pearl. It could be a hint towards that. I'll talk about this in a separate video about how Diamond and Pearl will be coming next year a little bit later. Here we have another room, I think. Or actually, is this another room? Or maybe this is your rival's room, I think, because it's the opposite color. But here you can see a few things in the background, a bunch of hats. Not sure why there's so many hats, kind of strange. It's a bunch of working out equipment. It's a little bit odd. Here we actually see the kind of train station. We see the league being like advertised on the screens here. Security guard looking guy, I guess. I don't know, something like that. And here we actually see the hotel where you meet Marnie. Or is she called? Wait, is she Marnie or Beatty? She's Marnie, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I guess I'm going to call her Marnie. Screw it, who cares? Anyway, and we also see a few other trainers here, which I guess are also people trying to challenge the gyms and the leagues and all that stuff. People just doing that sort of stuff. Good game. Good luck. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, that's that. Let's see what else do we have here, guys. So, here we go. I think there's one more thing here included. Let's see what that is. So, it seems that the sharing of experience among all Pokemon in the team cannot be deactivated. You can take the Pokemon out of the team to avoid it. So, if you don't want to have a Pokemon gain XP through EXP share, you will have to get rid of it out of your team on your own. Otherwise, it will not actually, it will keep giving you XP no matter what, because there's no way to turn it off. Another image of Galar's initial Pokemon selection. You can see right here as you're choosing them. Somebody here is choosing Sobble. Next up, of course, is the Chairman Rose thing, which I think we talked about a second ago, but here's what it has. So your adventure in Pokemon Sword and Shield begins with the talk of President Rose in a stadium at the Leon, the champion presenting the Galar Pokemon League. We'll use this hashtag to mark spoilers onwards. You can mark it as a silence if you want to. So yeah, if you guys don't want to get spoilers from PokeExperto, if you don't want to, get spoilers in general, you probably shouldn't be here right now. But, if you just want to get spoilers, then that's how it is. So let's continue. Right here, next thing. Here is the thing that I think is so in the wild area, you can see your friends exploring the area in real time, and that's my favorite part, dude. The fact that I'll be able to see Memo, my boy Mudkip Memo, people like Misty Cumbra, and if I ever do play with him together, you guys, the viewers as well, as we are streaming and stuff like that, we'll be able to see each other in real time in the actual wild area. We'll be able to do raids together. We'll shiny hunt together. We'll battle, against each other. It's gonna be awesome. It's actually gonna be fantastic. Alright, next thing. So, there's a few other things here to be mentioned. Let's see what this is. So, apparently, according to representatives of the Pokemon Company Incorporated, the wild area should be twice as large as the region of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That actually would be insane if that is true. So, the wild area is a fairly open world location, which the Pokemon Company rep on hand estimated was about the size of 2 regions from the Zelda Breath of the Wild. Here, you do have the control of the camera and can see Pokemon roaming about on their own. This is amazing, actually. This is true. And larger creatures such as Onix, which you're warned not to go close to because they're too high level, wander about freely. This actually sounds amazing if this is true. That is stupidly big if that is true. Like, this is awesome. That actually makes me, like, so excited. Every issue I had with this game is basically gone at this point. So, details in Pokemon Dynamax raids. Some perfect IVs, hidden skills, and egg moves will be included on Dynamax Pokemon, which of course makes them more rare and of course more a reason to catch them, makes them more a reason to go and do raid battles and that sort of stuff. And also here, I want to clarify that it would be like 2 sub-regions of the Zelda game, not all of its map. So, guys, it wouldn't be like all of the Breath of the Wild map, but 2 regions from it is still a lot of space. Think about how big Breath of the Wild is, and if even 2 parts of that are included in this thing, that's still a lot, okay? That is still a lot. Like, genuinely, that still makes me excited, man, because that's good. That's good in my opinion. That ain't a bad thing. Next thing, so... let's see here. So, more details about gaining experience in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Experience is gained by fighting and capturing Pokemon. The experience gained depends on the level of the Pokemon that wins. The highest level will earn less if the rival Pokemon is low level. Fair enough, nothing strange there. Next thing, the centers, Pokemon centers, which you will be able to do a lot of things in, I guess. Pokemon centers now have these services, Pokemon motor change, and forget Pokemon moves. So you're actually going to be able to change Pokemon's, like, get rid of their moves and also change their names, as far as I read in a different article and post. And also here you can see a giant Onix, just kind of image of Onix in the wild area of Galar. Beware of getting into very advanced areas for high-level Pokemon. So yeah, again, doesn't seem too strange to me. Seems pretty logical. Let's open up a few more of these so we can get as many things as possible included here. Let's get through all of them real quick. So, next thing, here we go. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, you will have a function that will warn you of the weather, and it will do the following. Will do it in the following hours of play. So, you'll actually have a weather warning for when weather will change. Here we also have some information, I guess, about some other things. So, another novelty is the rare candies. There are now different sizes and delivery experience points. So they do not necessarily level up the Pokemon. So apparently you can get rare candies are different now. You actually don't get like singular rare. I mean, there's probably still singular normal rare candies, but you also have rare candies now that just give you experience points and not full-on levels, which is that's actually pretty interesting. I kind of like that. That's kind of intriguing, honestly. Next thing here. So, details of Pokemon Sword and Shield's map. It has objective markers and reminders of your next mission, since you now can get lost in the wild area if you want. The Pokedex has a map that indicates the Pokemon that can be found in the area where you are. So that's actually pretty awesome, I've got to be honest. That's actually pretty sick. And I think that's about it, though, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's, I think, all the information. This video took 20... Wow, this ended up still being half an hour long, so I do apologize about that, guys. Either way, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. These were all the details. I think PokeXpert posted everything that was needed to be known. Of course, all the gameplay we've seen here is pretty much all of it. I've also made 2 other videos about this. So if you guys want to watch more about that, watch those videos. And again... that's about it, though, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it in video format, thank you very much. Drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. And those who are watching this as a stream, stick by. We just started a stream. We're not ending yet, guys. We're not done yet. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video format. Have yourselves a great day. And bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.